The Christmas Eve. The Christmas Eve. Just gonna get some chat up for me to look at. Boom. Bam, bam, bam. And we are live. Live with the guys. So, I do have a few little bits of gems left, but I'm actually not sure if I want to pull on this banner. And my rationale, Jens, what's up? What's up? I was just saying, I do have some gens. Much love from Romania. Back at you, bro, right? Much love all the way from New Zealand. Do you know what I am digging, though? I am digging these themes. I think with the blue, like, since you can't change the main theme color, it kind of sinks in well. I think the other one that's worked well with it was the party one. Boom. I always thought that looked trick. But we'll go with the Cosmos for the New Year's, yeah? I was actually going to pull on the other band, you know, because there's an extra pull in there. I do have to do a respec, but let's go! Let's go! Graham, what's up? Let's go! But like, if we look at the history, look at what I got. So I got Ohm Chip, Dim Core, and Prim C, all in like the same bunch. But look at before it. Oh, BHD, that took me to a 2-star. But like ACP, what else do we get? And we just got a whole bunch of nothing for ages. I think I went all the way to pity. And I was like, no, what's going on? Then I get ACP and I'm like, bro, this banner is a complete rip-off. The BHD, always happy with that. BHD, all the other generator stuff, you're always happy to put some stars. And then we got it. Boom, Christmas. Can't believe it. I honestly thought they didn't exist. Can you give me some pointers on how to do the poor man's glass cannon on tier 12 or tier 13? So some things I'll take into consideration is probably how many card slots you have. Now, like, in a perfect world, you probably need 21 or 22 for a good class cannon. But there's probably ways you can get around it, like, honestly. Like, you get around it with less if you make some sacrifices. So, say for myself, I got 19 slots, so I have to sub out cash and put on, not Berserker, I think it's Ultimate Crit. I need it in there. Like, if I don't have Ultimate Crit in there, my run's over. Like, it just gives so much damage even at 3%. So card slots is the first thing that I'd be looking at. As far as module goes, you could probably get away with any module to start glass cannon. You just want like certain sub-module effects, like probably shockwave to get them off you, and that's kind of irrespective of whatever armor you have. Then you want things like Death Defy, because it's so hard to get. Landmine chance is another one, because rays are absolute pain, so having landmine stun card with just a high landmine chance is another thing. But in an ideal world, you'd probably run ACP. But sometimes it's just not available to people. But I suppose at the end of the day, if health doesn't matter, even at a, how do I get to this? Even at an epic effect, it's still 10 times damage. Overkilling is probably a really big problem in the first, I don't know what you call it, stage when you go to glass cannon. So your coins generally take a hit, and I think that's what turns a lot of people off going for like a high damage build. Like, you can even just run a high damage hybrid and just like naturally progress out of it, rather than forcing like a hard transition between the two builds. But yeah, there's that sort of stuff you should look to consider. Card slots, what modules you have available. G-Comp will make things a hell of a lot easier for survivability. So like if you're used to running G-Comp, that's good. You know, keep it rolling. For overkilling and stuff as well, if you have Prim C, it can help with the overkilling, like having the coverage from the black holes. Prim C is pretty good for that. So I know a lot of people use it for that. Yeah, the problem with modules is the RNG of it. Like Amp Strike's a really good one because it gives you so much damage, like 5 times damage. It's a real nice buffer to compensate for any damage you are missing. As far as labs go, I can't really think of like ones that you really want, aside from probably like the all boss hit is probably something you really want, because you're gonna rely on that. You're gonna rely on that to help you a lot. Yeah, you're definitely gonna rely on that to help you a lot. For the ultimate weapons, you can get away with a budget chronofield or no chronofield. I've seen it being done more than once, and from many other players. Probably things to take into consideration is that you know, your stone economy. So if heaps of people are purchasing stone packs and that, certain stuff that they would have to upgrade on their ultimate weapons, the timeline will be a hell of a lot different to yours if you're not. So like a chronofield, like they can have it done in like a month's worth of stone packs and a few tourneys, whereas like if you're upgrading it yourself, you might be like 8 to 12 weeks or something that you for your stone economy to do it. So it's like, is that 8 to 12 weeks ideal for there, or is it ideal for something else? And ideally you want some masteries too. So you really want the damage mastery. You want your typical econ masteries. Yeah, like wave accelerator, demon mode as well. Like, you know, demon mode's obviously highly recommended. The problem with it is that you need the auto restart thing, or the auto demon mode, which is through keys. So that's probably something you can consider later. And then super tower, like I need, because I don't have the keys to do the demon mode, I'll have to go super tower. Which there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. They're both extremely strong. So yeah, I wouldn't be, if you convert over to glass cannon, I wouldn't beat yourself up if it just doesn't quite work for you. Like if the loss in coins, because for myself I never would have been able to do it in tier 12. I tried it and I was either killing things too fast and making no money, or all of a sudden I'm dead. Yeah, I think Spartan put out a pretty good guide for it, but I don't think that you have to be so heavy invested as a lot of people think, especially if you go from a high damage hybrid build and then you're just like phasing off the EHP stuff. Like you're just realizing it's just not helping you get any further, so you just start phasing it all off. You're just like, don't need this, don't need that. Perks as well, how many bans do you have and how many autos? You don't need heaps of autos, it's just for quality of life purposes. And then bans, you probably don't need this much, but there's probably like a minimum that you need. What the hell's going on here? Where's the bans gone? There's probably like a minimum that you need. Like you definitely want knockback. You probably want to ban this, because otherwise like the bosses are just way too chunky, and then you definitely want to ban this. And eventually you'll pick this damage back up, but that's, you know, when you get to that stage. And I think so a lot of people just ban it because it's more of a nuisance. And then these other ones, I've just banned them just it helps more on the econ side as far as getting perks. So there's a few things to consider, but if you're a high damage hybrid, I feel like you just naturally fall out of the ROI for leaning more into HP or for leaning more into damage. It just plays in your favor to go for damage, and then that's why it just incentivizes people to just drop all HP altogether, because it's just more cost effective. Like, you just end up getting yourself to that stage. So hopefully that helps. I don't know if I've just kind of gone off the mark with that. We see what's good, Mr. Flipster. 17 card slots is probably fair. I think I might have started with like 17 or 18, but I think like 17, 18, it's just like a lot of stuff's nice to have, and it depends on your killing. For example, if you're killing super fast, or you've got good CC, like if you use Spacer, then you probably don't even need Energy Net. And then like landmine stun's probably something you can sub in later to the run too. And then if you're killing fast enough, you could probably get rid of the slow aura, cash. Like, there's heaps of things you can sub out. If you don't have the rare package mastery, you can get rid of the rare package chance. Obviously, if you're using G-Comp, you're gonna want it in. You can get rid of the free ups card if you're not locking anything. If you're not locking anything with the mastery, then don't even bother equipping it. So there's all these sorts of things. Mr. Flipster said, just here to say hi, need to buy presents, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, bro. I'm way behind now because I don't have CF Plus or assist mods. Sony's with Displacer. You really don't need CF Plus. Honestly, you don't need CF Plus. It's just super handy if you do. Same with assist mods. The only thing with assist mods is if you do have it in your assist slot, is that it's great for the single target damage, which you're not going to get from Chain Lightning. So yeah, that's the big bonus of having it. I've got Perma CF at 60% slow. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. Working on Super Tower at the moment. Perfect again. Just a bit concerned I can't take it to max since I farm like 1Q a day. 1Q a day is fine, honestly, for doing masteries. You can do it in less. I don't. A lot of people put like emphasis on you needing like a huge coin count in order to do masteries. I seriously don't think you do. I reckon 600T to 800T is enough to start. Is those levels going to come slow? Absolutely. You know, they're going to be slow as shit, but you're still going to be able to get the masteries to a really good level. I think yeah, I was a bit like hesitant, but it was actually Zerdan that kind of pointed it out that way in one of his videos, that you don't need a super strong economy. One thing you do need is probably like a consistent economy. Like, you need that income to be consistently coming in. Not one of those things where we're, say, like 1Q on a great day, and then we're tanked out in another day. Like, you'll just miss that consistency. And what it will mean though is you'll probably won't have the cash flow enough to be able to level up stuff. So say for myself, for example, when I was starting out with masteries, I couldn't afford to put coins anywhere else. Like anywhere. Nothing in the workshop, couldn't level up mods, all these sorts of things. But that's stuff that you can get back to as well. Godspeed, Dave Voice. Godspeed, big guy. Rappaport, what's up? Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas Eve. Anorna, yo! Yo! Look at what we got. We got it. We got it. I think I have all your masteries, but they are only level 3. Level 3 is great. Honestly, level 3 is really, really good. Level 3 is outstanding. And then you'll just chip through. Like, say for example, you might take this one up to level 5, you might take another one up to level 5, and then you're just kind of rotating your way around it. And it just depends on where you put yourself for priorities. Like what do you prioritize in it? And that's a hard one to say, because certain things will give you like will give you an immediate effect, and other stuff it's like not so much. Like say for example, the wave accelerator mastery will immediately give you returns, whereas the rare package mastery you're not gonna see, like, because it's a snowball one, you're not really gonna see it so much. And then you've also got things that's gonna help you with tourney as well. Like rare package mastery isn't gonna give you nothing for tournaments. So like that's the other thing to think about. And then again, that just comes down to where you're comfortably sitting with things. I want to do that. I'm gonna go boink, 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 boink. We'll do that. I think everything else should be pretty set. What I do want to do though, I want to do my sliders. I can't remember what I'm supposed to put this at. 22, I think. Is it 22? 97.8. That's pretty much where we want it. And then we'll go with the shockwave, and I think it's supposed to be quite high. That's 16. Oh, I'm supposed to max that. Boink, boink. So what's that shockwave at? 315. So I actually want it a little bit lower. 14. 305. We'll go one more. One more for good luck. And I'm not sure if this is like ideal for me, but this kind of seems to be what other people are doing. And I've just been rolling with it. There's probably certain battle conditions where I should tweak it specific for the battle conditions. Oh, thanks Norna. Yeah, Norna says congrats on the dim core. Oh, bro, honestly. Honestly, absolutely over the moon. Skis. Put as an assist. That's actually why I wanted to do a stream today. Was one, because it's almost Christmas, so yeah. And then another thing is I thought everybody could see me have a try with the mod ski. 1, 2, boom. I'm actually contemplating where I need, like, do I give it another boom? Because my runs are so short now, it'll be good to probably get the cash up as fast as possible. Oh, we'll just go like this. Because I think there's knockback, knockback resistance. Just go like that. That's us. Poor. We're poor now. Oh, bro, so poor. I can only... Oh, I don't have enough shots. I don't have enough shots. So I think we're pretty much set. I think we are pretty much set. Most of our copy all builds, but I'm behind by a lot of the stuff. Honestly, a lot of the stuff that I do as I play is just... I'm a big kind of advocate that some things, you know, they're just a bit out of our control. Oh, Christian's in their house. Yes, let's go, lad. Merry Christmas. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is just like, what do you call it? I just find myself like I'm forced into a certain play style, you know, and that's like RNG based stuff. We need to get rid of something. What do we get rid of? What do we get rid of, fam? We might have to just get rid of nuke. I seem to muck up the nuke every time anyway. And I'm going to put Death Ray on. Interesting. I've actually never noticed that it shows you this. Boom. So we need to do target priority. So I'm thinking target priority is something like ranged. and then probably closest. And then I probably need to, once we settle down here. Oh, I didn't change my armor. You muppet. I always forget. Oh, no, actually, I forgot two things. So we'll change that. Yes. And I'm not strong enough to keep these bad boys on, so we'll put these little sissies on. Alright, we'll do that again, eh? What do we call that? We'll call that, is that a test run? So we might be able to squeeze these out and get a little Borby Borbs. Boom, and then we just sail it out and wait to die. Christian says, bro, copy me. Oh, bro. Yeah, finally, it must still be a crazy time where you are, though. It must still be a crazy time. I was going to say you finally caught one of my streams. I know I hopped off one time and you were just waking up. That's right, keep milking the minutes. It's all a distraction. It is an illusion, fam. Xenomorph says, good luck to you, Xeno. I hope your tourney run brings you prosperity. Let's have a look at this. Ranged. Cannon. Orb. Oh, these skips, eh? Bro, heaps of people are spewing about those. 7:30 in the morning. Oh, bro, that's perfect time. Did you bloody sleep in or something? Oh, so it's Christmas Eve for you as well. I'm not sure if it's Christmas Eve for the Americans. Bro, I'm so wrapped, bro. Honestly, I just couldn't wait to get out of work. I got 10 days off. 10 days off. Absolutely stoked. Might just go like this. What do you guys reckon of the GT Plus animation? What's the predictions? I'm predicting 210. 210. Probably end up getting chipped by something. Oh, I want to see where the range line is. Alright, so if you can see my mouse through all the jargon, range line's right there. So center of the black hole, it's a little bit. It depends on how strong this mass enforcement is. Surviving enemies increase mass by 50% per wave. I suppose we're one of the ones where we don't live long enough for us to like truly feel the full effect. Christian says, yeah, I'm ready to hit the shower, then breakfast, and many hours of making food. Nice, nice. When you have a shower, send us pics. Alright. 200 waves. I think we got 220 last time. I actually had fun. Like, normally when I do the tournaments, like, it's super kick back and I chat. The last tournament, because I was like, damn, I'm going to get demoted. I need to pull something out of the sleeve. And because the runs are so much shorter, it gives you a chance to try different things. I know like Amp Strike's definitely letting me down now that the waves are much lower. Bro, how cringe are those range ultimate? First, anything less and you'll have to give us all stone packs. Yeah, if I don't get first, Christian has to start a YouTube channel. I think that was the old rule, wasn't it? Alright, we are sailing. Top 5. Have I hit any berserk? Oh, how do I tell? Oh, I'm already zerked up. Damn. Yeah, I'm already on zerk. I don't even know what hit me. So I have been doing the range lab. Where is it? I don't know how useful it is, but there's nothing kind of priority at the moment, so I thought kind of, you know, can't really hurt. I was doing the fast one to kind of prevent chipping in farms and chipping in tournament, and then I kind of thought, like, I noticed like down the road, and I know like the level that I'm talking is like so far away down the road, but a lot of people were talking about how for GT Plus and that you want to kill things as fast as possible to hit for the counter, and then I thought, like, you know, any kind of, by that stage of the game we should probably be shredding the standard enemies like basics, fast, tanks, and, you know, apart from tank ultimate, but like those sorts of mobs. And I thought, like, if you're trying to contribute to the counter, you probably want things coming in as fast as possible. So I kind of just got it to, I don't know, it might have been like level 20, and then I just turned it off. Like, even though it'll be super useful now, it's just something I'm thinking about in the later stage. By later stage, I'm probably talking, bro, 2027. At least 2027. Christian says, I've got plenty of vids ready. We'll start our OnlyFans. We'll start our OnlyFans with Christian's shower vids. Say, hey, what are you doing with that rubber ducky? Alright, wave 150. This is what I'm super interested in. Is the wave health. I'm really trying to work out, and to be honest, I feel like something's off with the scaling. And reason why I kind of say it is because, like, when we're looking at the wave health and that, in the previous legends, the wave health that I've been surviving to, I've never survived to that much wave health. And there's been no, like, jumps in my damage. Like, if I'm looking at my chain lightning, by how many Qs it is, there's been, like, it's not like all of a sudden my damage is quadrupled and it's like, oh, that'll explain why I can survive up to that much health. Like, I don't think this is a true reflection. I think it says it's that number, but I don't really know. Like, I think last tournament this might have been around like 7 or 8 big O, and in previous tournaments I've never been able to kill anything at that much health. So I'm not too sure how, you know, how accurate this number is. I mean, other people might be. I thought I was going a bit crazy. I was like, damn. But then I watched Ryan's tournament, and he was saying, like when the changes first came out, and he was saying a similar thing too. He was like, whoa, that's a lot of health. Whoa. Don't know how I'm still killing things at that health. Like, I don't know. I might just be overthinking it. But I know for sure, in previous tournaments, I haven't done, I've died way before health was getting up this high. And maybe that's to do with like a higher wave count, probably getting chipped down and all that other stuff. But I know definitely I was never killing anything at that wave health. Where is the rubber duck when I need him? Christian says it's because of the lack of enemies on the screen. Makes sense. He said Ryan sucks though. Oh, my man Ryan. Well, we're almost at 200, so we're almost in the danger zone. I'm hoping getting this, oh, this is what I've rolled on the dim core too. This is what I could get with 80,000 shards. So still got a lot of work to do, but for 80,000 rerolls, I think we've got a couple stats in there that we really wanted. So what's the traditional dishes in your guys' country? So in my country, Christmas falls, it's like summer, like peak summer. So ours is like barbecue foods. Like almost nobody does roast. But like, yeah, it's all barbecue foods around here. Like things like glazed hams as well. Like glazed hams is a real big one. And then heaps of people do like the traditional like New Zealand dish, which is called a hangi. Basically, they dig a hole in the dirt. I don't know, it's probably, I'd say it'll be like up to your knee. So, depending on how much people you got to feed and how many trays you put in, it might be like up to your hips. And then what they do is they get a whole bunch of either hot stones or iron. Iron's the best, but you get hot stones as well, just stones from the river. You light it up in the morning, spend a couple hours, like get those stones or the metal super hot, and then dig out all the coal and the ash and everything. And then we've got like cages and stuff, and then you have meat, vegetables, everything like that. And it's all lined up in the trays. You wrap it up, and depending on like, because similar like Polynesian cultures will do something like real similar. So depending on the culture, some people wrap them in things like banana leaves and that. Around here we might wrap it in watercress, which is, I don't know, it's just a veggie that grows everywhere wild. And then you wrap up all the meat, wrap up all the vegetables, put it in there. You can wrap it in tin foil as well, and then grab sheets, cover them in water, and then basically wrap that around it as well. And that works on two things. It prevents like dirt from getting through, but then also because of all the heat, it just releases steam. And then you cover it up with dirt, and then you come back in like 5, 6, 7 hours later, and then you dig it all up and try not to burn your hands in the process. So heaps of people do hungis. We're not hungry people. I don't like eating dirty food. That's what it tastes like to me. It tastes like boiled dirt meat. So we just rock barbies. That's pretty much standard for us. Jen says you should consider cash mastery. I'm getting double the reroll shards. I would really love cash mastery. The only problem I have with it is that you have to have it equipped all the time. And I'm not kind of at the stage where I can have it equipped all the time to get the effect. It doesn't mean that I won't benefit from it in portions of the game when I do have it equipped. I just think to 100% benefit from it, I'm not kind of, I won't be able to get the full squeeze out of the lemon, if that kind of makes sense. And we lost the first shield. So we're doing a hell of a lot better than I thought we'd be doing. Maybe it's the dim core. These are probably like super cheese battle conditions though. If we can keep the range off us, we might live to fight another day. Bro, get the boss, bro. What are you doing? Why are you gay? Rappaport says, you have a graphic on your screen from the game for the blue cyclone in the middle of your tower. Is that Chronofield Plus? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's Chronofield Plus. So if we're talking about like this, you can see the swirlies. Yep, that's from CF Plus. Looks sick, eh? It looks so sick. Wait, smart missiles is off. Oh, it is too. Check if anything else is off. Turn it all on. All gas, no brakes. I did get a few growlings last week for letting my tower die 3 times. And for making up excuses. The excuses was I was enjoying the company of my friends. And you know, we all need to do something similar. If you're in good company, it's just a game. And you know, just be in the moment and you know, it's alright to forget that exists. And bro, the blasphemy. Oh, people couldn't believe what they were hearing, bro. How dare I? I wasn't just that. I went around to my supervisors at work, because all my supervisors know the #1 rule when you're on my team is keep the tower alive. And the blasphemy coming out of his mouth to be saying that's alright if you want to spend time with friends and you can't keep your tower alive. They could not believe what they were hearing. How dare I curse, eh? Wash my mouth out with soap. How dare I? Bro, we're doing good. We are doing good. Get the boss. Get the boss. Get the boss. Bro, get the boss. Alright. That's us. We're out of defenses. So we got more than I thought that we were going to get. We got second wind, demon mode, and a poor excuse of a missile barrage. And we have got 0 uptime on Amp Strike. Come on, Amp Strike. Hold me down. Hold me down, buddy. How you gonna do me like that, Amp? Look at that, not an elite in sight. Not an elite in sight. What the hell is going on, Uncle Fuds? Boom, 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 boom. Now, I don't think we'll get chips, so we might be able to just try to like time it right for the demon mode right on the boss. I don't think we're going to get chipped from anything. And maybe I'm going to eat my words. Come on. Alright, we'll just do it now. Boom. And there it is, lads. There it is. Steve, what's up? What's up? Taylor, caught the stream. It's going good. A hell of a lot better than I expected. I thought we would have died like 40 waves ago. So, yeah, bro. Super stoked. Rapport says we're in decent shape. We're doing much better than I thought we were. And it probably comes down to my new toy. His new toy. Nice. Bro, when I was doing the first pulls on the banner, I was like... When I was doing the first pulls, I was like, oh no, what is this luck? What? How you gonna do me like that, Uncle Fuds? How you gonna do me like that? But nah. We pulled the clutch. And it actually makes me think that I do need some stuff like, I really need project funding. And I've got like no other copies. I've got it at Mythic Plus, but I got no other copies. And if we could try to at least get like 1, hopefully 2 copies from the triangle banner, it's definitely what I want to go for. So I'm just gonna probably save. I'm probably gonna save. Like I could do with more copies of other stuff on core, but what I'm super missing out on is project funding. And apparently it's an insane damage boost at Ancestral. Nona says, Christian says only 2,000 waves left to go. Nice, 277. 200. Hey, I know this guy. I know this guy. Look, I know this guy. That's my mate. Look, I know this guy. Alright, we'll do the usual thing that we do. If you see anybody that you know, your guildies, or just your friends, or whatever, shout them out in chat. Fifi cat. Samosas. Lord Adman. Don't give up, friend. Oh, what a lovely guy. But I tell you who we do know. We know this guy. We know this guy. That's my guy right there. If you don't know, and I'm sure you do, but if you don't know already, go over to Norna's channel. He's in chat at the moment. Go hit him with a like and subscribe. Show him some love. Yeah, Christian says we've only got 2,000 waves to go. So we did make a deal, me and Christian, that if I don't come first, he has to start a YouTube channel. But then we kind of settled with he has to video himself in the shower. He reckons he does have a stash though, similar to the 10,000 Epstein's files. He's got about 10,000 files of his shower videos. Nona says these days I just click demon mode at the start of the tourney because I'm lazy. I really want that. I really want the demon mode. Steve says he's one off. That must be for DC. Taylor says hell yeah, Ancestral DC. McChicken, I've got Multiverse Nexus, DC, SH. What's SH? Singularity Harness, Project Funding to Ancestral from this banner. I was so close to getting them. I was super lucky. 8,000 gems. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Taylor says he needs 1 Amp Strike, 1 BHD to get them to Ancestral. That's awesome. So is there anything else we could do in here that would save us? I mean, I don't even really know. Chipping wasn't a problem. Like, do we have anything else we could do? I can't even think. I mean, we could try a Pulsar Harvester. Don't know how much help it'll be. The 20 runs are so fast. It's kind of like a why not one. Do it for the fun skis. Yes, 10 gems. Alright. Sail it out. Wait until the Christian files drop. Watch the word burn while I take it down with me. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. If you have to see these images of me and Rubber Ducky, I'm showing them your images with the Rubber Ducky in the shower. So if I go down, y'all go down. Alright, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? You reckon we're gonna do better or worse with the Harvester? I'm probably gonna put my money on worse. But in saying that, I have had some random tournaments where we've done better. So what we actually could do is we could probably try Death Penalty. That's probably a good plan, because we almost didn't have the Amp Strike up for any of those bosses. Rubbish. Complete rubbish. But we'll sail this one out because it'll be super fast. Super fast. I mean, what'll probably be good is if we had like intro sprint mastery, then at least we're getting fed bosses and we get a bit of uptime. Because that downtime on the Amp Strike is an absolute killer. When it gives you downtime, it lets you down. Try the Ancestral Deliverance. What have I got rolled on that? Oh, that probably makes sense for the Pulsar Harvester, eh? To get more bullets out there. Good point. I need bounce shot chance on it. Actually, some stage I should probably re-roll that. Collect. Oh, how good is it to be able to go into the menus and the game still keeps going? It still gives me like a bit of the lags when I transition screens though, for myself. Like if I'm like transitioning into here, it's like, yeah, the game's still playing, but I still get that weird thing that it does, where it kind of gives you a bit of a lag spike. Rapport says, ask this in tag stream. Do you think this banner mod event is a one-off, or do you think they'll continue it? Honestly, I think they would like to continue it. I think what they'll be looking at is... how many people are purchasing gems. That's how I honestly feel. Like if they see a store increase for people purchasing gems, like if they get some success in it, then it'll probably be, I feel like it'll be something they'll continue to do. And it just makes sense, like from a business standpoint. But I feel like if it doesn't, they might consider not doing it. But they honestly, in my opinion, they should probably keep it rolling. Like it just, people get so frustrated with modules, and a lot of it is because they want to do certain things with their builds, and it being tied behind such a cruel RNG system for some people. Like, good example for myself, being one copy off Dimension Core for like 6 months is just, it's criminal. Like, how you gonna do me like that? See how many levels we lost? 24 levels. Yeah, so stuff like that, I think to try to appease the community and not make it too overpowered. Like, if it was a specific module, and I know a lot of people were complaining about that. Oh, they should have just did specific module ones. And it's like, bro, that is so overpowered, bro. Like, all of the banner modules that I've got to like this, Mythic, Ancestral, these other ones to Mythic where I just stop pulling on it. Like, I got those with like next to no gems. Like this one here, I think I got it for like, I don't know, like 6,000 gems. Like, I got it to 2-star, I think it was 6,000 gems. And I know that's RNG in itself. But if you look at the shop, how much are gems? Damn. Damn, Uncle Fuds, how you gonna do everybody like that? $200. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just think if it was individual mods, I don't think anybody is at a level in the game where they're kind of high up enough where they would have like, they'd be like, oh, that's not fair. Back in my day, we just had to work through it. And, you know, people aren't really like that in the Tau community. You know, they understand like some of the dumb stuff and that's happened in their journey, and, you know, they don't kick up a fuss if they make certain systems or certain things a bit easier for people that are on the come up. But I think if they made like mod specific banner, I would love that. But I honestly don't think they'll do that. But I think this might be like a little bit of a happy medium. You know, where they give you something. I think just a lot of people were super let down because they had specific mods that they were chasing, and they're just getting none of it. Like, it is still RNG. I was just fortunate that I got exactly what I wanted. Like a spoiled little brat. How many levels did we drop? 28 levels. B-Taylor says, it'd be great if they added a small pause button to the left of the minus speed button. Yeah, bro. Like, small little things like that. Christian says, am I allowed to brag here? Always allowed to brag. Always allowed to brag. It would give us something to inspire to. Rappaport says, It's like my dim core is still epic, so I use Harmony Conductor or Multiverse Nexus. Absolutely, bro. Like, if you get yourself in a stage where you want to do something, but what you want to do is mod specific, try to find a workaround. Like, for core, I wanted an Ancestral MVN, and I just wasn't getting any. Honestly, I just could not get any. So I just used this, Harmony Conductor, and I had Econ stats rolled on it. This is the only Ancestral core I had, and I just used it until I got what I wanted. Like, I wasn't going to let it hold me back, or, you know, I wasn't going to get upset about it. At the end of the day, it's just pixels. We're just slaying pixels on a screen. Like, I used to play hard out, like, FPS shooters, like, hard out, bro. And I stopped playing them because I was just used to rage all the time. And I don't want to do the same thing for a game like this. Christian says he is making 4.2 big Q an hour. That's insane. To put it in perspective for everybody, the amount of money that is if you took a peanut and you made a line of peanuts, you could go to the Milky Way in the next solar system and back 46,000 times and still be able to do it another 2 times. That's how much Christian makes an hour. That is the level of wealth these tower oligarchs have in our community. We need to impeach them. That's what we need to do. We need to impeach the devs. We need to put tariffs on them. We need to put tariffs on their tiers. And we need to build a wall. A big wall. They need to build like a tier 21 or tier 20 wall strong enough to keep them out. So everybody hit it in the chat. Build that wall. Build that wall. We're going after the oligarchs. We're going to hit them where it hurts. That's lots of nuts. Christian does like lots of nuts. That is lots of nuts. Oh, bro. Pulsar Harvester. Come on, man. 44 levels. 41%. What would be super good is if we had the triangle assist, and we could just have it on the side. Just have it on the side, and it won't be super... Like, what is it at Epic? It is... I think we can click on this. Oh, 1%. I mean, hey, look, 1% is better than none of percent. I honestly feel like I need to try one with death penalty. And just let the RNG carry us through. The RNG carry us through, fam. Kung Pao reference. But I tell you what, I'm actually super happy that this year the radio stations, like at work and that, they didn't super spam the Christmas carols. Like, bro, sometimes, bro, they started it so early in my country. They started it at the beginning of November. They were doing Christmas songs and that. But I'm super surprised that they didn't have it playing a lot sooner. In saying that, the Christmas carol I enjoy is seeing my staff suffer. I like hearing their hymns. That's the only Christmas carol I want to enjoy. Oh, look, she's almost done. She's almost done. I reckon we try death penalty. I won't hold you guys up too long. I know it's Christmas Eve, and I know that you guys have got better things to do than stare at this magnificent tower. So I'll do another run for good lucks. I was actually hoping that because it's like Christmas and New Year, Christmas Eve and all that, it's Christmas Day for us tomorrow. I was actually going to do a tournament tomorrow, and not like a stream run, but I was just going to do it tomorrow in the hopes that like heaps of people will be like at Christmas parties and stuff for Christmas Eve, and I would like snipe a good bracket. But I know you tower players, man. Man, you tell players, no matter where you go, you make sure that you do the tower. A good example is Rappaport in chat. You go to his videos, and then every intro in the video, he asks you, where do you play the tower? And he just shows the most wild places with the tower playing it. I think the funniest one I seen was like, it was like in the middle of a car park or a shopping mall. And it's like everybody's going about their merry life, and you just see this tower on a tablet playing. Like that's how gangster the tower community is. Don't matter where you are, we know we're hitting that tower's gonna be playing. I don't actually think I've ever missed a tournament, honestly. So I've been playing since August the 10th last year. So August the 10th last year, I don't think that was when my first tournament was. I think my first tournament was like maybe a couple weeks after. But basically, yeah, since August last year, I don't think I've ever missed a tournament. It's like Diamond Gym, eh? Like the tower is like Diamond Gym. No breaks. Those cunts wilding out in Diamond Gym. It's like that. Give me my set. That's exactly what it's like for the tower. You're like, no, give me my stones. No drinking water. No drinking water while you work out. What a guy, eh? Make it haram to drink water. Nobody's allowed to drink water while you're working out. Go run the hill. If you have a sip of water, I'll make you run up and down the hill. Maybe that's just what Legends is. Legends is... if all the brackets were gyms, Legends is the Diamond Gym. We're going to do like 300 reps on a tricep extension, followed by 20 push-ups, followed by 200 kilo ass to grass squats. And then if you dare have a sip of water, you have to go run up and down the hill and then come back and complete your set. Well, for some of us it is. Others of us, it's a walk in the park. Those oligarchs like Christian. Oh, it's going to get us. See how many levels we dropped. 46 levels. Come on, man. Put in work. What's the attack speed at? 57. Come on, man. How you going to do me like that? Tapjoy tariffs, Steve-O reckons. Easter starts on Boxing Day. Will it be like the Happy Halloween on Easter Sunday? Where do you play the tower? At a funeral? You just at a funeral. At a funeral, where are we sitting? 16. Look at how Norna go. Nice. Nice. Kill him, big dog. Kill him. Let's have a look at how many people are at the bottom. Ah, get over it. So, okay, we're going to do one more switch. We'll do one more switch. I think I have to restore this, otherwise it goes all weird. So we'll go back to the project. Back to the projects. Max that. And then what do we want to do? Death penalty. Okay. And we'll just hit that. And we'll see if the RNG's got us. Boom skis, lad. Yeah, where do you play the tower? It's playing at a funeral. Nah, that's not messed up, bro. That's funny. It's funny if you don't play the tower at a funeral. It's funny if you don't. But I log into the tower anywhere. But I'll be doing an interview with someone that's like selling it to me that they're gonna be a good employee for me, all the rest. And underneath the desk I'll be checking on the tower. It'll be like, it's like that Twitch that you have, that you've got to collect your gems. For all us non-oligarch peasants down here that don't have the stacked up gems, it's like you have an automatic Twitch that after 10 or 15 minutes you need to log in to check if there's gems available. It's like, you know. Have you ever had that perfect one where you log into the game to check if there's any gems and you don't see any?
and then like 3 seconds later a gem box appears, and you're like, bro, I am the GOAT. Like, when however many people play this game, I think I heard there's something like a couple 100,000 that are in brackets, like that are actively in brackets in tournaments. So if there's like, we'll just say like, we'll go super low number, we'll say like 50,000. We'll say that's the most conservative number, that 50,000 players. Like, when we eventually quit the tower, because eventually we will, as much as we love it, whatever. But when we eventually quit the tower, we're going to have an automatic twitch where we're going to have to check our device like every 10 or 15 minutes. It'll be like a disease. It'll be like how you see stupid things with kids. Like, here's a stupid thing with kids. You want to hear how stupid this is? So, my kids are a lot older now. They're like 16. Well, when they were little kids and they first went to school, so primary school in my country starts at 5 years old. And then generally somewhere around 5-6 years old, you can start signing up for sports. Other certain sports, you got to be a bit older, might be like 7. And I remember my wife was taking my daughter for her practice. So this practice for netball. So they had one half of the court and they were just practicing netball, passing, drills, basic. We're talking little tiny whippersnappers. You know, they're only little fellas. So I got my son and I got some of his mates. I said, come on, we'll get up, we'll take some shots and stuff like that. You take a shot, if you miss or whatever, I'll catch the ball, I'll pass it up to the next guy, get to the back of the line. So we go to start doing it, I chuck it to my son, boom, he takes a shot, get to the back of the line, we get to the next kid. The next kid comes up, he puts his hands up, hands up boy, catch the ball. He puts his hands up. Now imagine what you imagine putting your hand up to catch a ball. Your palms up, you're ready, like say chest height in basketball. So puts his hands up like that. But now what you are imagining in your head of catching a ball, these kids, instead of having their palms either directly face towards me or at like a 45-degree angle towards me, they had the back of their palms facing towards me. Now picture that, kind of like picture like how you read a book and how you hold a book where your palms would be facing. So I say, put your hands up, catch the ball. First kid comes up, puts the top part of his hand facing towards me. But what are you doing? Put your hands up, you got to catch the ball. He's standing there like that with the back of his hand facing towards me. Don't do it like that, bro. If I pass it to you, it's just, you're not going to be able to catch it. Couldn't even understand what I was saying. So I said, I'm going to throw it to you and you need to catch it. And if you don't catch it, it's going to hit you. So he's still standing there like that. Boom, throw it, spoosh, smashes him in the face. See, bro, get to the back of the line. Told you. Next kid comes up, does the exact same thing. I was like, what the hell is going on with the retards? The retards are all trying to catch a ball like they're holding a book. And then I clicked. It's because that's how they hold a tablet. Picture the kids holding tablets like it's how you hold a book. And the back of your hand is facing outwards towards the world. That's how they were turning up to try to catch a basketball. So I just kept throwing it at their face until they learned to turn their palms around. And it worked. But, to cut a long story short, that's what I imagine. That's how much this is going to affect us when we stop playing the tower. We're going to have like some sort of like retard gene in us now, where we check our phone every 15 minutes to try to collect gems. Rappaport says, I need to see if my local bank would let me film an intro and that'd be epic. Bro, I reckon you just stole it, bro. But I tell you what, if you walked in and you put that tablet on and the tablet's in its case and you just like walked into a bank, put it in the middle of the bank and then walked off, people are probably going to think it's a bomb. Straight up. Doesn't matter what your accent sounds like, they're probably straight away gonna think it's a bomb. They're gonna be like, bro, this dude's wilding out, bro, he's gonna bomb us. I'm genuinely wondering if we're just gonna be better off with death penalty. Like, we legit probably need like intro sprint to get some better uptime on amp strike. John says, Merry Christmas, big dog. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you too, man. I hope the fat jolly fella spoils you. If he doesn't shower you in gifts, I hope he showers you in good foods, man. And to another year, 2027. And thank yous all for being a part of this journey. What a journey. What a journey. I'll show you guys something, eh? This is just from today. So, look to here. So like this. 174 trill an hour, 174 trill an hour. And this is tier 14, 192. So we're slowly getting to the stage. It's a bit funky for me. I don't have intro sprint mastery. And the way how many hours it took. Like it was 5 hours. But if we can squeeze out a bit more juice, we'll be ready to convert to tier 14. We're almost there, fam. We are almost there. Almost there. I think the problem I'm having with tier 14 is because of the battle condition for orbs. I get to a certain stage in the game where I just can't trim the mobs fast enough. And I don't mean it from a chipping standpoint where they're chipping me down. I just mean from like a GT plus activation point when while it's active you're trying to kill as much things as possible. But yeah, we're almost there, fam. We're almost there. We're just a little wee away off. I just need a little bit more damage or a lot more damage, and then we'll be able to make the conversion and try to see how we can fit it in our day. So we're super close. We are close. We're not quite there yet. Oh man, I can't wait to eat so much food tomorrow. And I can't wait to coma out. Have food comas. And then generally we do something on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. Generally we go like hang out with our friends and stuff like that. Or we might go drink or something. But on Christmas Day, like actual Christmas Day, we always just do me, my wife and the kids. We don't really like go do anything with anyone else. Just us. Everybody stay away. Like everybody tries to like in my country, everybody drinks on Christmas Day, and like we've got a real big binge culture for drinking. You know, like a lot of places are the same. But like, bro, if your house is like known for drinking, everybody bowls up. They never leave. They're just like drunken. So like we got sick of it like years and years ago. We got sick of it and we just like nipped it in the butt. We were just like, oh nah, we're not doing this. We're not bloody sitting here dealing with drunkens. Not doing that. Carry on. Anona says you need demon mode mastery. It helps a ton with damage. I know, bro. I really want it. I really want it. I think if I get closer to keys, or if I get keys to unlock the auto, I think I'll 100% it'll be one of the first things I pick up. If I pick it up now, it'll be something that's pretty much just locked to tournaments. And I don't know how much value I'm going to get out of that. Like, I'll definitely get the value from the tournament side. But if I could spend 1,000 stones to get something that could help with farms as well, I'll be super stoked with that. John says, did you improve your chain lightning from last week? Nah, I didn't, bro. I didn't. I really want to like pick up like at least the chance and quantity, and then maybe another click or so. But what I did improve is this. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yeah, bro. I got the ancestral. Look at her in all of her glory. The elusive. The unicorn. I honestly thought they didn't exist. The unicorn that didn't exist. We finally got it, fam. We finally got it. Which, super helpful, because it means that whatever I do in tourney, I will get the 90% slow. This is exactly what we want. Like, getting the extra stacks, of course that helps. But being able to get ancestral rolls is definitely clutch. So, it was mythic, so it went from 15 stacks to 20. So that's pretty, yeah, obviously that's exactly what we want. Stacks. Hi Clouded, how's the tournament treating you? Good, I think. Hopefully we're not set to demote. I think there's still a few people to go, maybe like, because the waves are so low, people will rerun. But I'm pretty happy that I don't think we'll demote. Yeah, I don't think we'll demote. And that's kind of like my main goal has been for the last few tourneys, is just do not demote. Otherwise we'll do a champs run and it'll be ages. In saying that, because I do like quite a few runs in the legends are doing like experimenting in that. We do actually do quite a few runs, so it's not exactly like the fastest tournaments. But I tell you what, fam, is a hell of a lot faster than doing thousands of waves in champs. Like massive long runs for tournaments. I'd rather shit on my hands and clap. Like, I ain't getting no money, I ain't doing nothing, I'm just sitting there, just letting it ride. And it's like a war of attrition. Like, the wavelengths are so high, and you can generally pick out the other guys that are going to go, like, super deep as well into their runs, and it's so long, and the waves are so high, it's like, you're not just shit in your hands and clap. Like, do that 5 times. That's what it's like. You're just like, oh my god, is this going to end? 100% feel for people that are in the, what do you call it, like the ping-ponging back and forth. Like, in saying that, I've been doing that since January. It's only been like the last month or whatever that I got out of it. And, or whenever those last changes were. The biggest influence on changing me staying. Well, I got 1 shield left. The biggest changes in me staying or leaving was when they made those initial first changes to enemy level skips. That instantly put me in a position to stay. I think it just like that lower portion of the bracket, it just like, not neutralized, what do we call it? It was like a bit of an equalizer. Like if you had a buttload of coins sloshing around in your workshop, you could get a really high level of enemy level skips. And if you didn't, and you couldn't afford that, you were just instantly below what that other person was. But because they made that massive difference to the enemy level skips, it just like equalized a hell of a lot of players in the bottom end of the legends and that. Oh, well, we're not doing as bad as we thought. We're not doing as bad as we thought with the DP. I don't even know if I've death penalty anybody. Is there a way to tell? Death defy, death rate damage. I don't know if there's a way to tell if we DP anything. We just want to DP the boss. Rapport says makes useful to test things like an actual test. 100%. 100%. John says, I'm 1 second from Perma, Chronofield. 10-second duration on my DC. Need to pump the speed reduction after this tournament. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's super helpful, eh? It's super helpful. Like CC and damage, man. CC and damage. You need damage because you need to kill things, and you need CC so you get time to actually kill some things. And honestly, the funniest thing is people are still doing 2,000 to 3,000 waves. Oh, bro, I've seen some videos and some screenshots like that. It got shorter for us, but the top dogs need a new tourney bracket. Yeah, bro, 100%. 100%. Like when you see them hit berserk, and their tower damage shoots up into the S's. It's like, what the hell am I looking at? Is he a god? Alright, have I even DP'd any bosses? What the hell's going on? Bro, killing me. Bro, we might even get the same waves, and we haven't even death penalty anything. What the hell? How are we going to get the same waves and we haven't even DP'd anything? That's wild. That is beyond wild. Alright, we'll hit wings on this next load. You can see all those range stacking up. Boom. Boom, lads. Boom, lads. Bro, I think we're legit gonna... Bro, are we gonna get more waves? What the hell? What the hell? Come on, we gotta get a death penalty. Come on, we gotta... Oh, bro, what is going on, bro? What is going on? What is the percentage? 15%. Come on, man. I can't believe we're gonna get more waves. It's all clouds and mirrors. It is too, bro. It is too. It is too. I was about to say, please don't hit a DP when we're in demon mode. That'll just piss me off. We're gonna beat the waves. What the hell? What the hell? Hey, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. The towers do weird things like this. I actually really like that little toggle with the tower thing that they have. I reckon it's super helpful, eh? Especially when you're like looking at different ranges and sorts of things. Bro, how the hell do we end up with 2 bosses? Oh, and it runs out. How the hell did we end up? Did we get a wave skip that big? Oh, this is it, fam. This is it. Oh, come on. Not even the DP. That's so sad. And there she is. What? 293. That's crazy we got more waves. I wonder if like that last one we got that lag spike thing. We'll look at the gods, eh? Oh, not as high as some of the other ones. I think the first one... I think I know this guy, Strix. Do we know this guy? We know this guy, don't we? Wow. Yeah. And that's all she wrote. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do... I think I'm gonna do some milestones. I think I'm gonna do some milestones. Nora says the DP's definitely working. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some milestones, but what I will do is I'll probably do it off stream, so y'all can all get back to your families. So, again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for everybody in chat for keeping this live. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. Eat some good food. Spend some good time in company. Contrary to the last stream where I said it's fine if you don't tap into the tower because you're surrounded by a good company. What was I thinking, eh? How dare I curse like that? Next time I say anything stupid like that, you guys make sure I wash my mouth out with soap. Again, thanks for being a part of this journey. We might, I do have 10 days off, so we might be able to stream a few more of the tournaments. Maybe in a time where it's not so crazy for everybody. Yeah, awesome. You guys have a good one, eh? So, if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it cloudy, fam.